Hello everyone, welcome to part 10 of my video series featuring Build the Millennium Falcon by Agostini. Today is a bit different because of course I'm going to talk about issue 17 and 18, which I have right here. But I'm going to put them aside because I also got this thing here, which is a box, and inside it is the Han Solo figurine that you also get as a free gift when you subscribe to this build here. And what I'm going to do now is to simply unbox it and show you what it looks like. So let's just get right on with it. Now most of you guys probably already know that I collect statues and stuff, so this is probably a bit different and not quite on the same level in terms of quality. Sorry about the noise. And here we go. That's basically it. Let me get him out of this packaging. It's probably noisy, sorry. There we go. And gonna get rid of that as well, and that's basically it. Then we just have this wire on the back. Let me see if I can't. And they twisted it quite a lot here, so I'm trying to untwist it. I don't actually know who made this statue. It probably says so somewhere. Maybe someone knows already and can tell me in the comments. It looks a bit like a gentle giant statue. And I say that based on the paint application. There we go. So then he's wrapped here because this is just protecting the hand. Let's get rid of that. And then he's got this thing around his torso, which is also there to protect him. Probably the wire. Protect him from the wire that was going all the way around here. And this tape is annoying me already. There we go. So this is Han Solo that you get with this build here. It's actually a pretty cool statue. Again, the likeness to Harrison Ford is arguable, I would say. And the paint application, most places is actually okay. There are some okay details on this, but the face and what's this chest hair, that looks strange. And underneath we have this plaque thingy. It's actually just a sticker, I think. And we have this nice felt covering the base here, so it stands nice and firmly onto hard surfaces. And here it says Han Solo built the Millennium Falcon, blah blah blah, trademark, all rights reserved, all that stuff, Agostini, and their address. So that's basically it. I'm gonna of course throw in some pictures if I haven't already, so you can see what this statue or figurine looks like up close. But it's a nice thing to get along with your Millennium Falcon, and I'm sure that many will go with this piece as a display piece next to the Falcon. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe put it on my desk or something like that. Anyways guys, that was kind of a little extra added thing for this video. Now let's get back to the actual build, because we still have to talk about issue 17 and 18, which I have right here. Give me 2 seconds while I just set up the camera once again, and then we'll dive right in to the parts that we get with these issues. Okay, so here I have all the parts from issue 17 laid out on my table here. And again, we get a mixed bag of contents here. We get this piece of the hull, which is quite big actually. Again, with some decent weathering and all that. I'm still planning on painting all this. Then we get part of the inside interior. This is again part of the passage tube thingy, and this is probably a fixing ring or something to, well, put on the end of the passage tube. Then we get this bag here that contains one of the parts for the framework. And then we get 3 small bags, again more black screws. We get some silver fixing screws. The black ones are always used for the framework, and the silver ones I believe are supposed to be used for the hull. So you attach the hull plating to the framework with these ones. And then a 2-hole connector, again this is used for attaching parts of the framework. And finally we get this sprue here, which has these parts here that are used for the passageways. These are basically all cushions in various sizes and forms, and they are supposed to kind of line the inside of the passage tube. If you know the Millennium Falcon, you probably have a good idea of what the passageways looks like inside the Millennium Falcon. And that's basically it for the parts that came with issue 17. There isn't any actual expanding of the framework yet. That might come in the next one. We'll have a look at that in a few moments. But the instructions do go ahead and show you how you should assemble the passage tube here with the cushions on the inside here. They're just supposed to be glued on. And that it continues with that here, and then we get a top-down shot of the interior main hold area along with the added passageway on the side here. But that is something that I will do later. Now I'll just sort all these bits and pieces here, and then I'll pick up the issue 18, which we have right here, that also comes with this big plastic thing, and I'm gonna show you or tell you what that is for once we get there. But give me 2 seconds while I sort all the bits and pieces here, and then we'll move on. Alright, so here we have all the parts from issue 18, and the main attraction here is probably this translucent thingy. Now this is, what is it called? It's called a assembly jig, yeah. And it's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. As you can see, there are these inserts here, and then there are similar extensions over here. The point is that you kind of make an entire circle once you get all the pieces, and then you have somewhere to kind of put your build as you're actually building it, so it will be able to be placed in this secure contraption here. So that's kind of the point with this thing. And then you also get this small bag here with these non-slip pads. They have stickers on the one side, and then some kind of soft material on the other side. And I suppose they are supposed to go on the there are 2 embedded holes here on the jig, so I suppose they're supposed to go in there in order to kind of secure the Falcon as you're building it. Then we get 2 small bags here. This is yet another 2-hole connector and some more black screws. I'm just gonna put them over here. And then we get an additional part for the framework. This is called BF bottom frame 21. And then finally this bag here with some additional small cushions for those hallways, door sections. Again, very iconic. You probably know what I'm talking about, and we've already looked at several of these from my past videos. Now the instructions actually go ahead and add the framework to the current one that we have, that I built last time. I'm just gonna reach over for it. I have it right here. As you can see, it's getting there. It's getting quite big now, and I do believe that the instructions this time tells us to expand on this section here. So we are going to use the part of the framework that we got with both issue 17 and issue 18 to finalize this little area here. And that's what I'm going to do in the next part of this video. So just let me sort all these things yet again, and then we'll get right to the assembly. Alright, so that went well, if I may say so myself. What we did here was to add these two small bits to the framework, and we also used the two hole connectors that we got with the issue 17 and issue 18. Those are the ones that were put here. The screws, again, they fitted in quite nicely. There was one that was a bit tight, which was this one right here. But I think it's sitting there now quite nicely. And once again, we've added a bit to the overall framework now of the bottom part of the Millennium Falcon. And this piece here is just getting bigger and bigger, and it's looking very promising so far. And I'm really excited about the next two issues. Don't know what they're about yet, but the thought of just continuing on this part here is just very, very nice. I think it's so cool seeing this piece just growing and growing as we move further along into the build. But that's basically all for now. I think the instructions do mention that you can actually go ahead and do a test fitting of the plate hull here, but I'm not going to do that until the point where I'm actually putting them in with screws, attaching them. So yeah, I'm gonna wait with that until later. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching and following this build log here. I know that I'm not progressing as fast as I would like to, but I'm doing this as regularly as I can when I have the time and the energy for it, because I am working all the time on my weekdays. So this is something that I build on mostly on my weekends, where I have the time to also set up the camera and all that. But I do really appreciate all the support, guys, so thanks a lot for watching, and leave me a subscribe and a like if you like this video. And if you have any questions or comments or anything, of course, post them in the comment section just below. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video.